with another member of the Fans News team, Harry Wallace, doing a Christmas special interview. So Harry, Rangers just come off the back of another terrible result. Can Hibs capitalise today?
Absolutely. I reckon we'll win today. We'll be fired up. I'm sure they'll be watching that last minute, obviously with the penalty as well. So it's going to be a interesting encounter between QOS and the Hibs.
So obviously today we've managed to get John McGinn back, which is obviously fantastic news. Who are the other key players you see between today and next week's game against Rangers?
Jason Cummings, massively. Obviously I think an eye will be kept on Mark Oxley as well with his blunder last week, but I'm sure he'll come through with that. So yeah, I think so.
Obviously we're now about the halfway point through the season. Do a little report card on Alan Stubbs. How do you think the first half of the season has gone?
Unbelievably. This is one of the best Hibs teams I've ever seen. The fact that he's gone 15 and 17 or something like that is just phenomenal. I can't see him being at Hibs next season if all goes to plan, which will be upsetting, but it'll be a good idea to win the championship, because to be honest, it's a report card himself. So
potentially, if we do manage to win the game today, we do go level with Rangers going into the crucial match next week. That'll be us top of the championship, joint top, and also in the semi-finals of the League Cup. Can we come out with silverware this year?
Interesting. We've got Celtic in a way. I think we'll go to the final. I think we will. 13,000 Hibs fans at Tynecastle. I think we'll go to the final. St Johnstone will be difficult, but it's really who we bring in and who we retain in the January transfer window that will really shape our second part of the season.
Obviously there has been a bit of silly season when it comes to transfer rumours, etc. Names like Chief G, Stokes, Allen, even Stephen Naismith's been getting mentioned over the last couple of days. Who would you like to see come in?
Not Scott Allen, because I fear that will bring a bit of unrest to a sound Hibs team at the moment. I think Anthony Stokes would be very good, but again he's been a bit up and down for Celtic themselves. Chifchi, he reminds me a wee bit of a Malonga type player, kind of continental style. So yeah, I think Anthony Stokes or Chifchi, I wouldn't mind any of them.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for the interview. Enjoy the game.
So a quick couple of questions. Obviously you'll have seen the game today, Falkirk 2-1. Do you think Hibs can capitalise on that?
Obviously, well I hope so.
What do you think today's going to go?
They could throw it away the day, couldn't they?
Well, of course.
They've got to win the day. They must win the day.
Yeah. Do you think that? Do you think Hibs can win the championship?
They're capable. No two ways about it. But they have to keep it consistent.
Of course.
Obviously, they've got to keep winning. That's
Well, I suppose it's up to us, isn't it?
There's no reason why they shouldn't.
Do you think
the Rangers aren't that good?
Of course, and we've seen today. The drop points last week and the drop points today.
Because Falkirk are not that good. If Falkirk can beat them, then of course, but they've got to beat them next week.
Yep. Do you think we can retain services of Alan Stubbs if we do go up next season? Do you think we can retain the services of Alan Stubbs when we go up tomorrow, this season, if we go up?
Oh no, I don't know. His stock might rise,
Of course.
I would think they would keep him. I would pull out the stock to keep him if he can get us up. I don't see why not. Yeah.
Who would you like to see coming in January?
Oh, I don't know. There is a rumour that he's supposed to have a big spending coming in.
Well, rumours Anthony Stokes and Scott Allen. What do you think that'll be?
Anthony Stokes. Maybe carriage a bit of baggage about him, but he was not a bad player when he was here.
Score some goals.
Aye.
Nadia Chifchi as well. That's a couple of rumours going about. Yeah, a few rumours going about.
I never heard that. You winding me up?
No.
Chifchi. I thought he was doing well at Celtic.
Aye, well, he scored 2 goals last week, but that's going the rounds, so.
If I was Celtic, I wouldn't let him go. No way. Even Scott Allen, I wouldn't let Scott Allen go either if I was through there.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're welcome back here or not.
Absolutely. I don't think we would.
Good football player.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Right, okay,
cheers.
right.
How today's game's going to go?
Well, I sincerely hope after today's result that we're going to get a victory, because the day's result for the Rangers and Falkirk will mean nothing if we don't win today.
Excellent. And regarding, obviously, Hibs had some more good news during the week with John McGinn's ban being rescinded, having the yellow.
Wonderful news, and you've got to hand it to Rod Petrie for getting that done.
And who do you think are going to be the key players going into both today's game and next week's crucial match against Rangers?
Jason Cummings for putting the ball in the net, and John McGinn. and it depends on who's in playing in midfield, who's all fit.
Excellent. And just a little bit, Trevor, I'm not sure if you know, it's 16 years to the day since the Millennium Derby where we thumped Hearts 3-0 at Tynecastle. What's your memories of that game?
3-0. I didn't go to Tynecastle.
Never been to Tynecastle?
I've never been to Tynecastle since our friend Mr. Wallace Mercer tried to close us down. I've only been back twice to watch my two grandsons play juvenile football in the Willie Paul Trophy. That's the only time I've been back to Tynecastle, and I was at the semi-final against St Johnstone, but I have never been at a Hearts HIBS game at Tynecastle since 1992.
Fantastic. And one final question regarding the first half of the season as a report card. Give us your thoughts.
Well, I think that Stubbs is doing a great job and things are only getting better.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. It's brilliant to meet you today. Just like to get your thoughts on how today's game's going to go.
Yeah, well, I think Hibs have been in a really good run of form recently. I mean, 16 games unbeaten. I think the confidence high, I think the spirit's high in the squad, and I think Queen of South will give us a good game, but I fancy us to win by a couple of goals.
Excellent. Obviously, last time we played down at Palmerston, we had a very convincing 3-0 victory. Sets us up well if we can capitalise on Rangers' defeat today.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about going into next week's game now, potentially level if we can win?
Well, I think it's today's result was a big one, the Falkirk game, because if we win today, that will be us level on points going into Ibrox. And when you consider at one point we're 11 points behind Rangers a couple of months ago, I think the Falkirk result is going to give them a massive confidence boost. And I think they're going to win today, and they're going to go to Ibrox full of confidence. And we've got John McGinn back for Ibrox as well, so I think we can win that game as well.
You're absolutely right. Couldn't agree more about John McGinn. I think it's been absolutely fantastic.
Phenomenal player.
Honestly, how Hibs have managed to swindle the SFA, bring that down to a yellow card, I'll never know, but I'm not complaining. You've mentioned John McGinn. Who else do you see as the key players over the Christmas period?
Well, obviously you got Jason Cummings, who had that little spell where he was scoring about 8 games in a row. He was really good. I think Fivey's starting to come into it a little bit more. Fivey's looking really like a player. I thought he was fantastic last week when we were down to 10 men as well. But mainly I think Cummings is the main man. If he can keep him firing in the goals, then I think we'll be up there.
Who do you think, obviously we've got strikers in abundance who all seem to like a goal or two, who do you think is our best striker at the club and why?
Well, Jason Cummings, of course. He's the one that bangs in the goals. I really like Malonga as well. I think Malonga's been really good. I think El Alagui and Anie haven't really got enough game time to kind of prove themselves. Keating's had a really good couple of good performances as well, but I think Malonga and Cummings work really well, but Jason's the man. He's scored how many goals this season? 12, 15, something like that. So if he can keep up his current streak, then he's going to be the main kind of reason behind the title push.
Excellent. And just a little bit of history. I'm not sure if you know, but this is 16 years to the day since the Millennium Derby, where we convincingly thumped Hearts 3-0.
I took him to that game the first time at Tynecastle, 3-0, magic. Dirk Lehman, Frank Sozzi and Kenny Miller, and that was his first time at Tynecastle, 3-0.
What was your favourite moment of the game itself?
Favourite moment is when when the 3 stands at Tynecastle were deserted, and Frank Sozzi ran from that end right up to the Hibs support to celebrate the goal. Great player.
Sozzi scoring from 30 yards in that game. My first derby at Tynecastle. 3-0 win. Couldn't get any better.
Can I just say that I'm 63. My dad took Batista Road when I was 3 years old, so we watched them for 60 years. And this is one of the best, potentially, Hibs teams I've seen. If we can keep them.
I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. If I heave up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heaving to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to